Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It is Teresa from Teresa Silhouette Spot for all things art, where I love sharing art from my heart and teaching creators and crafters how to paint for fun and profit. How is everyone today? I have a very loud cat, sorry. And this really cool, look how chunky this is, you guys. Look at that, nice and thick, stands up on its own. I love these. Love chunky pumpkins. So how is everyone today? Let me get my other camera going so I can see comments. I'd like to be able to see, not that this will definitely work, but it does help. So anyway, when you hop on, let me know where you are watching from. So, yes, this is a pumpkin, and yes, I am painting it in my favorite color, patina. I'm actually gonna get, should I get this one? Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a little bit of teal for this too. So, you have a job to do today. So 2 things. When you hop on, let me know where you're watching from, and let me know if you are partial to traditional pumpkins, or you like when we step outside of the pumpkin patch a little bit and do non-traditional colors. Good morning, Camille. Good morning, Tracy. Hi, Pat. How are you? It's good to see you. Okay, so let me know what you think. Do you just like, well, this is going to be a combination. So yes, I am using right now patina and teal for this chunky pumpkin, and I'm doing a pretty basic double load of my brush. I'm picking up both colors as I go around, and I'm painting my strokes with the shape of the pumpkin. I'm starting to love right? Watching from Middle to Hi, Juanita. Hello, Julie. Oh, are you new here, Julie? I'm not new here. I'm old here in more ways than one. So it is so nice to see you. I feel like, Pat, I like mixing up the colors and stuff and going non-traditional because it makes us, good morning, Jeanette. I don't know, we can paint the same thing and use a totally different color palette, and then we just painted something new, or it just feels new, or we can paint, standard traditional items like pumpkins, but then in non-traditional, good morning, Lori, in non-traditional colors, and it just, is something cool about it. So I am just base coating this in here, and I'm using wet on wet. So I keep picking up a little bit of paint. These are folk art color paints, plaid folk art paints. It is patina, which is one of my favorite colors. And then I added a little bit of aqua for some shading. And this wood is really, like wood does, sucking up the paint. So I'm doing a lot of dipping, a lot of stroking. I want to get in all these nooks and crannies. Good morning, Debbie. Jeanette, I just love the whole turquoise color, but this is, wait till you guys see. So this is not going to stay like this. Maybe I'll do both sides. We'll see how much time we have. But I am, oddly enough, I'm going to be adding some traditional colors in here as well. So wait till you see when I start adding in. Look, I have my oranges here and my browns. It's really cool. I love non-traditional colored, placed in traditional space. Yes, that is true too. So if you have a whole vignette, a full vignette, and it's traditional, and then you add into it some non-traditional colors like this turquoise, or even a red, lime green, it just pops. So I'm just using about a 3/4 inch flat brush. There's basically only 2 brushes. Good morning from Massachusetts. Hi, Janice. There's basically only 2 brushes that I use 90% of the time. and that is a flat brush, but I use all different sizes and widths, or a liner brush. And I will use different liner brushes, but I have my fave. So I'm again doing my sides because I don't want my sides to be solid. So I'm just doing the sides again with the double load of the brush, putting one color on one corner and another color on the other corner. I probably, and I'll tell you why in a second, should have done the sides first. Because sometimes when you go back around to do your sides, new from Michigan, hi Jackie. One of my besties lives in Kalamazoo. A classmate of mine since the first grade. Actually, probably since kindergarten, but we were in class in the first grade. But I know her since kindergarten. We rode the bus together. Anyway, so I should have probably done the sides first. So in order to not get paint buildup on the sides, how it gunks up on the front where you want it, now I'm using, let's see how I can lay this down and show you guys. I'm pulling out to the edges, so I'm flip-flopping my brush. I'm going one way, and then I'm going the other way, so we don't get this lip of paint around up there, because then I just have to go back and blend it in. Had I painted the edges first, we wouldn't have had that problem, because then I would have just blended it in as I went and painted the surface. But I wanted to be all eye-catching for you guys, so you got to get started with the big brush and the big paint and the big pop of color. That's a rule out here in the Facebook world. You got to grab them in the first 3 seconds, otherwise they're moving on. And I guess that's somewhat true. But not so much for this group, because I think the people in this group are loyal followers, and they genuinely want to see what is in fact going on this page, right? So, if you don't know me, if you're new here, my name is Teresa, and I teach creators and crafters how to paint for fun and profit. So I have a group. It's called Teresa's Spot for Step-by-Step Acrylic Art, and it is in my post where you can join. I do a painting in there once a month. And then on my website, I have a one-stroke painting workshop. It's a 7-part series. And I have art kits and other downloadable art lessons that are there. I have some step-by-step printables for painting ornaments. I have 3 ornaments on there so far. I'm going to be adding to that this year for the holidays. And that's it. So check out my website and my page. Teresa's Spot for Step-by-Step Acrylic Art. Okay, so good morning, Grace. Okay, there we have a bit of our base color in. Some of it didn't, I have some bare spots, but I'm not going to worry about that for now. So, I guess I'll get the brown. I'm going to start in here first, and I want to add in the segments of our pumpkin. And this is just going to be a little bit of a rough sketch start, base coat, whatever, just for placement. I'm following the shape of the pumpkin cut out. So you can see where it dips in a little bit. And I'm just going in, I'm doing the top and the bottom, and then the middle kind of. And I'm still using this same flat brush. I could switch to a liner brush if I wanted to, but I'm not. The middle kind of joins up in there. I might add, no, I'm not going to add one there. Okay. So like I said, that was just a rough sketch of where my pumpkin segments are. Hey, Ken. So, Ken Deb, I would imagine is that you and your, I don't think your middle name is Deb. I would imagine you're a couple. And my besties are Ken and Deb. Well, it's Ken and Debbie. So, I guess you go by Deb. But good morning. First time watching. Nice to see you here. It is not my first time painting, but sometimes you might think it is. Just kidding, y'all. So, I'm going to bring this one out a little bit because I don't like the wideness in there. Let me wash my brush a little bit. Good morning, Wanda. Wanda, I responded to your message this morning. So we'll get that worked out. Are you painting with me live tonight? Blakely, I know. How was your vacation? Did you have a great time? I hope so. Okay, I'm just going back in here with some of the blue because I didn't like the location of this one line that I painted. So I want to bring it out a little bit. So I'm going over it. Look how easy that is, you guys. I didn't like it. Oh, good for you. I'm glad. So I'm just going to go in here and paint right over it. It's just paint, right? It's just paint. So while I let that dry, I'm going to go back in here to my brown and I'm going to start on my stem. So Blakely, we were discussing traditional colors for a pumpkin and fall decor versus non-traditional, like this beachy patina colored pumpkin I'm painting. So what do you think? Okay. Thank you. Yes, I am. I can't wait. Oh, good, Wanda. Cool. All right. Okay. So I have the base coat of my stem in there, and I'm going to leave that for now. Then somebody's texting. Then I want to go back in and I want to fix these lines again. That's a little better. It's got a little bit more of a bow to it. See that? Yeah. This one too. I want to give this one a little bit more of a bow. There we go. It's hard to see, you guys. When I look up here on the screen, yeah, me too. When I look up on the screen, it looks a lot different than when I'm hovering over it like this, which is what I tell my people too, my paint parties and stuff. You have to give yourself some perspective. You have to give yourself a little bit of distance. A lot of times they think I'm just, they're like, oh yeah, so if I hold it all the way over there, it'll look good. No, that's not what I'm saying. Sometimes. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you need to have a little perspective for what you're painting. And sometimes when you're right on top of it, it doesn't look the same as it's going to look when your eyes can focus further away. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Okay. So, there we go. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot better. So now I am going to be getting out some traditional colors. I'm going to get out some, let's get this off of there, some regular orange. This is pure orange in folk art. And then this is deco art, and this is one of my favorite colors. This is called Spice Pumpkin, and this is one of my very favorite fall orange colors. Look at that, you guys. It's not even that one is more beautiful than the other. Just, this one is so bright, and this one is just deep and almost like golden, and I just love it. So I'm going to give my brush a little wash. I'm going to move this so I can see stuff. Then I'm going to do this. Hi! Here I am. So this is what I have so far. I think I'm going to end up painting the back of it as well. But this is my non-traditional pumpkin. So wait till you see. Now I'm going to start adding some traditional colors to it and how it's going to like evolve. And also, yes, I know. If you see my backdrop, so two things. This is my class tonight. So it's not too late to sign up. It will be at some point too late to sign up, but right now it's not too late to sign up. And my boho dragonfly is 3 parts of a series. We did the butterfly and we did the bumblebee, and both of those are available on my website. And tonight is the dragonfly. Get a supply list and a tracer for placement, and then we do it on Zoom. And no, you do not have to show your face. I know some people are shy. I'm a little shy, so I understand. Anyway, and then if you like what you see behind me, take a screenshot because it's all going to change. This weekend, we are moving into fall. I know, I have been forced. You guys, I love the summer, and I love the sunshine, and I love the beach. But all my creative friends and all my creative world has been fall for almost a month now. And I've been fighting it. But I guess it is time. So today is what, August 31st? You sure? I was kidding, Blakely. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. So today is August 31st. Next time I am live with you guys. Oh, I'm not going to be here next week, you guys. But as sad as that is, and I'm going to miss you, I am going to Dallas. Do we have any Texans? Any Dallas Texans people in the house today? I will be in Dallas next week for almost a whole week. I'm going on Monday. My daughter is meeting me on Monday. She lives in Costa Rica. So I'm going on Monday, and we are visiting with her friends who just had a baby. I think the baby's 4 months old. Little girl, she's so cute. So we were visiting with them Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday day. Then Wednesday night, if I have any Texans in the house, I am moving to a hotel at the Stockyards, which I'm totally not familiar with. But yes, I'm moving to a hotel at the Stockyards where I will be with 200 other painters. First time since, Kansas. Welcome, Kansas. 200 other painters like me, or maybe not like me. Hi, Florida. And we'll be painting Wednesday night is a get-together. Thursday and Friday. You guys, I can't wait. So it's Paint Party Business Live. My friend Heidi, who runs Paint Party headquarters, is hosting it, and 200 of our members will be there, and I can't wait. And then, so that is Wednesday evening, and then it is all day Thursday, all day Friday, and then Friday night we say our nice meeting you, see you soon, and go our separate ways. And then I get to go back to my daughter's friend's house and babysit. Woohoo! Yeah, so I get to babysit on Friday night while my daughter and her friends go out, and then on Saturday I head home. Saturday the 10th, because not that I'm superstitious, and not that I think, whatever, I will not fly on 9/11 out of superstition, out of respect, out of mourning. I don't know what it is, but I'm coming home on Saturday the 10th because I am. And that's it. So I get to spend a little bit of time with my daughter who lives in Costa Rica, get to spend a little bit of time with her friends and their new baby, little baby girl. And then I get to spend a little bit of time painting with my painting friends that I love and can't wait to see. A few I've met in person before, and some I have not. It does sound like a lot of fun, doesn't it? I'm really, really, really excited. So now I'm just going in, and I'm I guess it's a little shabby chic. I'm adding some oranges, and this is gonna take a while. And this is kind of cool for you guys to watch, because I'm gonna keep going in. No two pumpkins like this could ever look alike, because I'm gonna keep going in here and adding in blues and oranges, and I wouldn't fly on 9/11 either, right? Yeah, I don't know. It just seems weird. Nobody, I'm not telling people what to do, but nobody should fly on 9/11. It's not a day for flying. It's a day for remembering, and it's a day of silence. It's not a moment of silence. It's a day of silence. Okay. Thank you, Mary, and thank you for the sprinkle of love. So, this, like I was saying, this will be, and you guys can watch and see the process, but I don't know how much, or I don't know when it will be for me to call it quits. Okay? So I will just continue on brushing and looking and deciding when I've had enough. And yes, I'm going over my lines, but that's okay because you can still see them. And I'm just going to be in here. And I just, this is more of a, the other night I did something. I don't know if you guys saw my hummingbird. Some paintings sometimes you need to feel them and you need to see them. And this is one of them. And I have painted several of these pumpkins, and you would know that they go together, but they're really different. And it's one of those things that as long as you have your wet paint going, that you can just keep layering and layering until you get the feel that you like. The important thing is that I continue to make my strokes to match the shape of the pumpkin. I'm using a dirty brush this whole time. I'm really going in and cleaning my brush unless it has a lot of buildup, then I will wipe it off. And I'm just bringing in these browns and these oranges into the blue till I like it. And that's it, really. I just keep picking up some brown, picking up some orange, and working my way in until I think it looks good. Sometimes with like a painting, I will get in the zone and I will just be painting and painting and painting. And then before you know it, I'm like, ooh, got a little carried away with that one. But I don't think this is something that you can do that with, because you can always go back and fix it and change it. Add a little bit more, take a little bit more away. And I'm just using very, very light strokes. And I like to pull, so that's why you saw now I just spun it around so I can be pulling, or rather pushing down with my brush. It depends on what you're comfortable with. That's why I rarely ever use an easel, because I want to be able to turn my project any which way I want. And when I get this sort of the way I want it, I'm going to add in some blue again to highlight in the orange and the brown. There we go. So it's Labor Day weekend this weekend. Anybody got any plans? I know we have a barbecue to go to. What do you guys think so far? I'm gonna put a metal word on here. I don't know if it's gonna say thankful or harvest or whatever. I have some metal cutouts. Okay. Now I'm using my brush on the chisel edge, and I'm pulling in some blue streaks, and I'm following the shape of the pumpkin. I like how this just adds some highlights to it. I'm gonna have to go back and finish the edge a little bit because I got orange on there. That's okay. Watching my oh, fun football. That's good for you. I'm just going through see if I missed anything. Let's see. Thank you, Mary. I have a little niece in Maryland, and she plays soccer. And we'll be going to see her play soccer probably in October at some point. Don't have any grandchildren yet. That is okay. I'm not in a hurry. So now I'm still using the same brush, and I'm still using the same dirty brush, and now I just picked up a little bit of the brown in here to go over the blue. Like I said, this is just, I have to have a feel for it. Like some of you guys will be like, oh, that's so beautiful. I would stop right there. And then other people will be like, oh no, I'm glad she kept going. Or somebody else would be like, thank you, Blakely. Like, oh, that's so good, leave it. And then, oh yeah, I see why she kept going. That's what is so unique. That's what I love about art, because we can all appreciate it and appreciate the differences and like it, even though it's different. Like somebody else could take this same pumpkin and start painting it, and it would look totally different, even with the same colors and the same brush as I'm using. So there is so much out there for us that we really don't have to worry about what anybody else is doing or not doing, right? Let's add a little bit of highlight up in here. And now look, see, my brush is dirty, so I went over here to do this, and I pulled in some of those oranges and the blue and the browns, all because I haven't washed my brush yet. All those colors just stay in there. Like I said, I'm using very, very light strokes, which is a challenge for me. It was very much a challenge. My life would be boring if we all like the same thing. That's exactly true. That is exactly true. Yes, Christy, mine too. Teal is one of my favorite colors. And this is a little bit of a, this is patina, so it's a little bit of a softer teal. These are the two colors that I'm using. All right, life would be boring if we all liked the same colors and the same flavors. I know for one, I couldn't eat chicken fingers every day. So, okay, now I am going to get my liner brush. Do I have my favorite liner brush? Yeah, it's right here. So I was saying before, I only use two brushes. I use a flat brush, but I use all different sizes and widths of a flat brush. And then I use a liner brush, and this is my favorite liner brush to use. I've had it forever. And it's getting a little wonky, but I love it. I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing. I'm going back over. I could have done this, or probably should have done this before, but you guys will see what I'm doing. I'm just adding in the segments here to the pumpkin, and then I'm going to blend it all in. I'm just layering the paint in here. So I'm going to go back in with my brush that I did now wash and start layering it in a little bit. So I cleaned my brush I dried it off, and now I'm just gently going in here and blending in. I picked up a little blending gel. Blending in the ribs, I guess you could call them, of the pumpkin to get the blue. We want our ribs to be a little bit segmented, or segments of our pumpkin. What, I don't know. I guess it's the ribs, the lines, the segments, whatever it is. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just going in, and with my wet paint and a little bit of blending gel, I'm going in and softening up my lines a little bit. Okay? And I'm going to go back to this. Isn't this just a gorgeous orange, this spiced pumpkin orange? I called them ribs. Okay, ribs. That makes sense, right? Ribs. But if it was like, so is pumpkin. I love this craft. Thank you, Sybil. Is a pumpkin is a vegetable, right? So yeah, ribs. I guess if it was a fruit, we would call them segments, like in an orange or a grapefruit or a lime, right? But a pumpkin is a vegetable in the squash family. Oh, what are we having, a biology lesson today? So what do you guys think? A little bit more brighter orange in here a little bit. I'm going to be adding some white, and then you're going to see how it's going to really pop. So now I'm using my dirty brush, but I'm just picking up a little bit of the bright orange just on the edges on one corner, and I'm pulling it up. You guys, I could do this, honestly. Hi, Carmen. It's like therapy. If I wasn't here and I was like, oh, I could do this for an hour by myself today. It's almost like meditation, where I would just sit and be like, la-di-da, and work on this pumpkin. And not for any reason, but to just, like I said, it's like meditation, it's therapy. And I would just sit here and paint and paint and paint. Just to, chill. So here we go. Let me hold it up for you guys. So this is what we have so far. It looks totally different. When I pick it up, it looks totally different. Like I see these are kind of straight. Over here, it's kind of deep. I need to fix that. Totally different. And how pretty. It's amazing to me. You can look at one pumpkin and comment how pretty. Then you see the pumpkin like yours with character so differently. It's just awesome, isn't it, Mary? It's just so incredible. That's what I love about this. So we can just, appreciate all the art, right? Just appreciate everyone's style and everyone's eye, talents, whatever it is. So I'm hoping to get some beach days in today. I mean, not today, this weekend. Because this is what, right? They say this is like the last big weekend of the summer. And then I'm going to Dallas. Can't wait to go to Dallas. So if you missed that part, yes, I'm going to be in Dallas I'm just going to pick up a little bit of white and start putting in some highlights. I'm going to Dallas on Monday. Going to visit my daughter's really good friend who lives in Dallas and just had a baby. And then I'll be with them Monday and Tuesday and part of Wednesday. Wednesday we're going to the stockyards. And if you're familiar with Dallas, you know what I'm talking about. And then Wednesday they're leaving me. Yeah, both be the same but totally different. Wednesday they're leaving me because I am going to be on Wednesday night joining up with 200 other paint party people. We're not all women. I think there's going to be a few men paint party people there too. For 2 days of paint party fun with paint party headquarters. So I'm in paint party headquarters, and this is Paint Party Business Live, and we will be painting and networking and sharing and laughing, and I cannot wait. Doesn't this sound so fun, you guys? And then I will be home on Saturday. I don't know if I should make some little corners in there. I'm not deciding. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm really excited. So let me just that a little bit. I'm in here. I'm just putting where I think I want a little low light and highlight. There's no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing right now. Although I am a little bit following the ribs of the pumpkin. And I think that'll do it. I have a little bit too much orange in there. I'm going to have to fix that. There we go. So I came in here, I started using my brush on the chisel edge, which is when you use your brush standing up, and I decided I liked it going over it a little bit with having some more thicker strokes on the chisel edge. So that's what I'm doing. I'm adding in the different oranges with my chisel edge, and again just doing little strokes following the shape of the pumpkin. I'll do it from here too. It just gives a totally different look when you use your brush on the chisel edge than when you use it on the flat. And I'm just using both my oranges now to do this. We'll get some bright one in here. And then if I think I have too much, I can just come back in and add in some more blue or some brown, or whichever color I think I need to add. Oh my God, this is gorgeous, you guys! Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Let me hold it up for you. So what do you guys think? Oh, it matches my shirt because it's my favorite color. I'm done eating and need to get things done. It's fun watching you. You have a great day. I'm glad you joined us for your breakfast. You have a wonderful, wonderful day. So here is my pumpkin. I'm going to put a word across it. I don't know if I'm going to put thankful or harvest or whatever. Of course, it matches my shirt because that's my color. And that's it, you guys. So, if you enjoyed painting with me, now that you turned it looks a center, right? It's totally different. It even looks totally different for me too. And it appears to be like rounded, right? Yeah. It almost looks like it's not flat, correct? Yeah. So thank you, ladies. So if you're not in my group, join my group. It's Teresa's Spot for Step-by-Step Acrylic Art. I do a painting in there once a month. I'm trying to get my legs out because I sit like a pretzel. Thank you, Blakely. And like I said, it is not too late for tonight because this is a Zoom class. If you sign up, you get a tracer and a supply list. And next time I'm live, which will be in 2 weeks, because next week I'm in Dallas, which will be in 2 weeks, this whole area here is going to be fallazized. Is that a word? No, I don't think so. But yeah, I'm going to be changing out my paintings, changing out all my stuff for fall. I should even, I wonder, is this a good idea? So see, I have this curtain here. I made that curtain. It hides all my junk behind it. And it is my colors. So it's in the blues and the greens and the yellows. Should I change that? Should I start making that seasonal? Let me know what you think. Not like I have all this spare time to be sewing more curtains. But it is easy enough. I wonder if I should make that seasonal and put up one for fall and then maybe put up one for winter. I don't know. We'll think about it. You guys discuss it and let me know. Anyway, have a great day, everyone. Love you guys. Love coming. Guess you would. Okay, Wanda. There we have one so far who says I should make more curtains. So I'll come back and count later. Anyway, thank you guys. Love you. Love painting with you all. And I will see you soon. Have a great day, whatever you're doing. Craft around the clock or gardening or working or whatever it is. Bye, guys.